Perfect. All right. So, as customary for this series, I will of course give my thoughts on whether I think the original Fire Emblem still holds up today. Yeah. So, I don't think very many people have played the original Fire Emblem game up to this point. I know a lot of people got into the series with Three Houses that came out last year, and that's a fantastic game. It's definitely my currently favorite Fire Emblem game. So it is interesting going from that, which gives you so much to work with, to this game, which you have a lot little. Like, the story is extremely bare bones compared to Three Houses, which was a very story-heavy game with all its voice acting and all this stuff. For those who did get into Three Houses first, this would be a very tough game to go back to, because by extension, this tells you so little. I think that if someone was like to play like hard mode of Three Houses, this is comparable. But the good news is, like Medi FE was saying, this is not a very difficult game. So the fact that you don't get that much information, you can still do pretty well just because of that. But you really do have to like plan a lot of things out, because not a lot is told to you. You do have to kind of more or less know or look up the information online to kind of like fill in blanks. But the good news is this version does include bookmarks, and it does include like you can do turn rewind, stuff like that. So there's a lot here to help you with the through, but it is still very archaic. I would say if you love the Fire Emblem series, hang on, just adjust my angle a little bit here. If you do love the Fire Emblem series, I would highly recommend giving this a go, because it's very, very inexpensive right now. And if you have any interest in it, you definitely want to get it before the end of March, because for whatever reason they're delisting it. So if you want to just own this little piece of history, definitely give it a look. As far as how it holds up in the Fire Emblem series, again, it's archaic, but you can definitely see where the series was going. I would argue that this original Fire Emblem game holds up better compared to modern Fire Emblem games than, say, Zelda 1 does compared to modern Legend of Zelda games, if that makes sense. Because with Legend of Zelda, the formula was there, the ingredients were there, but it wasn't quite put together. It's like eating like lettuce apart from the salad. Where this one, there's a game here. There's not a lot told to you, and it's archaic, and there's just not the same polish you see in other Fire Emblem games, but it's there, and there's enough tools given to you with this version that you can still move forward and play it through and have a good time, I think. So, for a diehard Fire Emblem fan, I would definitely highly recommend picking this one up, because it's a lot of fun. Unless you have the means to play Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, then maybe that one, but obviously that's on a DS or 3DS if you wanted to play that one, which not a lot of people are keeping on them. Switch is something that's a current system, so I'd recommend it just for that, for the convenience, so you can only like have one handheld at the time. But like, yeah, Fire Emblem fans will definitely love this game, because it's definitely a lot of fun. But if you're not really into the Fire Emblem series, this may kind of push you away just a little bit, just because it's very archaic and it's of course an old game. But there's fun to be had if you do enjoy the series, and it's definitely worth checking out if you are a fan of that, or strategy RPGs in general. There's definitely some things there. Or if you just want to know who Marth is, you've been playing him in Smash Brothers, or just seen him in Smash Brothers, you just want to know who he is, there you go. This game's out there and let you know. So that's my thoughts on Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon: The Blade of Light.